Today on the program, we are in another highbrow area of Lagos in order to x-ray what is going on at that grassroots level. We want to see what the chairman is doing to transform the place and also fall in line with the megacity drive of the Lagos State government. My name is Wumi Ayeni, and today on the program we are at Ojokoro Local Council Development Area. I'm going to take this time out, and when we come back on the program, my guest is going to be seated with me, where we'll be chit-chatting on his activities, contribution, and achievements recorded so far since assumption of office. So just hang around, we'll be back shortly. Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, this is Scorecard, and today on the program we are at Ojokoro Local Council Development Area. Today we're here to see what is going on at this local government, the much work the chairman has done in order to make life better for the residents of this local government. We've gone round, we've moved around, but I'm not going to be speaking for him because my job is to ask him those specifics that he has done in for key areas of development that we usually crash out on this program. Without much ado, let me introduce my guest on the program today, and that's talking about Honorable Hamid Idowu Tijan. It's so nice having you on the program today, sir. I must say that it's such a lovely thing coming around today in your local government, and having gone around, I must say you've done so very well. What's your secrets, first of all?
The seal is the call that we receive, which we strongly believe is a call to service. Okay. And as a result of that, you have to do it accordingly.
Wow, that's I should be clapping for you. But anyway, let's go into the reason why we're here straight on. Usually on this program, we used to look at 4 key areas of development when we visit local governments, and that's talking about the infrastructure, the education, the environment, and then the human and healthcare development of your local government. So we take this one after the other. Let's start with the infrastructure. When you came you came in as chairman of this local government, what was the condition of the infrastructures of this local government, and what have you done so far?
Thank you very much. At the inception of this administration, we came in at a point when the infrastructure, as far as this local government is concerned, is the attention is much needed. And to God be the glory that when we came in, as of today, we've been able to complete at least 6 roads. And not only that, with the help of God and the government of the day, the state government was able to, we were able to facilitate the construction of another 35 roads by the state government, which I want to sincerely appreciate the governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Mr. Akiomi Ambode, for the fact that he's able to listen to the yearning of our people. Because the moment we keep him informed the problem we're facing in a particular area, he always comes to our aid. So we appreciate him for that. So that is number 1 out of the infrastructure that we have been able to put in place. About 6 roads, like I said, 6 roads or more, because we still have others that were still in progress. The work is still in progress. When we came in, Odubanwo Street was, in fact, it's nothing to write home about. The drainage and the servicing of the road has been completed. So also with Yemi Oladunjo Street, We have part of Idowu, and then we have Abolande Street. All this one has been completed as at last year. Not only that, we also complete Democracy Street. That one is at Okoba, again, Okoba area of our local government. So all those ones have been completed. And as I'm talking to you, we have not less than 6 roads that is under construction right now.
Yeah, but let's look at the area of education. I know primary schools are under local government. What have you done to help, advance the course of education in this local government?
Thank you very much. The educational sectors of the local government, we strongly believe that the youth of today, they are the future of the nation. And as a result of that, we believe so much in our people. And at our electioneering campaign, we made a promise to our people that at the inception of every session of the year, that is in September, we'll make sure that all our primary school pupils were given the writing materials, the exercise books, anything you call writing materials. And because of that, when the administration was just 2 months, we take the bulls by the horns by making sure that we provide the writing materials for all the primary schools within the local government. So, and we have made it a recurrent decimal at every beginning of the session of the year. And by the special grace of God, we hope and we are praying that it will continue throughout the tenure of this administration. Not only that, we know that many of the indigenous students may want to go to our institution, and they may have the challenges of some parents having the challenge because of the financial position of the parent. So we have taken it upon ourselves that at least not less than between 100 and 120 indigenous students of this local government benefited from this, and it started since year 2017 as well, and up to today. I think 3 days back we did the one for this year.
Wow.
And we did not stop at that. The same thing goes with the WAEC. We'll be giving the same number between 100 and 150 students that opportunity, so that, and we always pray it to make sure that it is given to those that were dearly in need of this. So that is all what we have been doing in terms of that one. And we did not even stop at that. We've seen that anytime there's any needs in any schools, we always come to their aids to make sure that they have a good working environment. And not only that, because we believe that these our youth are the future of this generation, of this nation, we've been trying to encourage them with the every quarter's seminars on anti-cultism. We let them know what the cultism is and the danger that it has in their life if they should engage in it, that it can only destroy. There's nothing they can get from it. And we have always been doing this on quarterly basis as far as this local government is concerned. Like the issue of the writing materials you're talking about, I have some samples of the parts that we've been distributing from time to time. This is just a sample. So,
Okay. So this goes for a pupil now?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very wonderful package. All right, so now let's look at the environment, because the environment is safe hygienically, if the environment is safe security-wise, then one can, be sure of, to some extent, a long life
Yeah.
So what what have you done in the area of environment?
The area of environment, at the exception of this arbitration, we have taken it as a matter of priority
Okay.
because we believe that you can only have an healthier nation
Yeah.
if your environment is clean. And as a result of that, we've engaged because that was the period when the PSP and the state government is having, what people always hate is change. When you are having a certain system in place and you are trying to change it, you always have some little resistance. So that time, by the time we came in, the PSP operators and the state government have been having a little bit issue, and that makes us to be on our toes in order to not to allow the epidemics to happen in our environment. We just have to be all out there with the environmental department, making sure that they go all out there from house to house, street to street, collect their revenues and on daily basis. Up to now, despite that the PSP operators are now fully back to the system, our people, they believe when they have something that is for free, and they still believe that they can continue to enjoy it. And not only that, we've been trying to make sure that we procure the equipment for environmental units, so which makes it easier for them to do the fumigation either in the government establishment or the companies and the individual houses. We have that as a section in that department that is handling that one right now.
Okay. Lastly, let's look at human and healthcare development of this local government. We talk about the aged. Well, what are those things they are benefiting from the government? We look at women, youth. We want to look at the PHCs. What are those projects you have done in this category?
To God be the glory, this administration take the well-being of our people as a matter of importance to us, because we believe that it is only when you are healthy you can be able to do anything at all. So as a result of this, we have 5 good functioning health care centers within the local government, and we make sure that all this is functioning and functioning fine. Out of these, we have 2 that is initially running 24 hours services. There's another one at Birimi. We call that place Birimi. We call it Ojokoro PSC. That PSC, when we came in, the foundation has been made, so we have to take it up, and because we believe in our people so much, and we put the structure in place
From foundation stage.
from the foundation stage.
Okay.
And as at that point in time, the health center was in place before, but the situation of the place is not in order, so it has to be demolished, and then another foundation was made. And during that period, I want to appreciate the community development committee of this local government. They offer us their hall, which we use as a temporary health center all that period. And within that period, we quickly swing into the action and make sure that we erect a new one. Even it was a downstairs as at initial stage, so we now have to finish the downstairs and make it a story building. So we have done so much in that regard, and we make sure that all our health centers is functioning fine. We have the drugs. You cannot tell me that you go to any of our health centers, you don't see the drugs. We have the laboratory where you can run your test before the doctor can administer anything to you. And not only that, on the area of women capacity or the elderly ones, from time to time, we give out things that can be of social benefit to them. For instance, we have a program in place before which we call Ojokoro. So we've been trying to improve on it from time to time. And not only that, we have on the side of the WAPA, which we call the Poverty Alleviation Department, we've been trying from time on quarterly basis. We've been having capacity building, which they train with our women from time to time, one skill or the other, and they are doing fine. We don't leave it at train them alone. We always try to make sure that we give them the take-off grant, or we buy them the materials which they can work, the tools that they can work with. We've done, the last one we did was December, and we're hoping to do another one this quarter that we are into. But because we could not do that last quarter because of the electioneering exercise, we're so involved, we're so engaged, running up and down, that does not give us enough time to do that. Sometimes last year, the local government partnered with an agency from the Germany, which Republic of Germany, which called Mike and Martin's football scouting, which they came down, select our youth. They participated fully well, about between 300 and 350 youths participated in that exercise, in which 14 of them were selected to take up the football career as their career. And as I'm talking to you, in less than 60 days, the first batch of S7 will leave this country by the special grace of God.
On the last note, I want you to send your goodwill and messages across to your party. Okay, first of all, let's start this way. The president-elect, the governor-elect, the national leadership of your party, and the state leadership of your party. Then you can now come to your community here. There could be some political leaders and friends that you want to send one message or the other to.
First of all, I want to appreciate the Nigerians in general. Like I said, I congratulate Mr. President for having it again. And so also, I want to congratulate the governor-elect of Lagos State and his deputy, and all other elected officers at the national and the state level.
Anyway, you've had it all from my guest that's talking about the chairman of Ojokoro Local Council Development Area, Honorable Hamid Tijani, Idowu Tijan, yeah, that's the name. And we are going to now go to town to talk to some people about his achievements so far. And from there, we shall be saying bye-bye on Scorecard today. Next time, we're going to go to another local government because we are trying to pause for a while in order to begin to feature commissioners, the outgoing commissioners in Lagos State. So we're going to take this time out, and when we come back, we shall be on the street talking to people about the achievements of the chairman. And from there, we shall be saying bye-bye on Scorecard today. See you next time.
The taste of the food is in the eating. It's an eyesore. He has tried all his possible best to make sure so many roads are resuscitated. Some markets were renovated, and including human development. Infrastructurally, he has tried all his possible best. And if his best is not enough, let's posterity judge him. Yeah, at least, to me, out of 100, I will still give him 80 to 90%.
He's our son, and he has been in governance since 1999. So it's all in the system. He has passed through many governments and has gained a lot of knowledge. That is why he's no more to be supervised. So we don't doubt him for anything he's doing because he's performing well.
Concerning child welfare clinic, they were able to assist us in getting the vaccines ready as at when due. Then for the delivery, I think we're really moving. Yes, we are running on 24-hour services, both on OPD cases, child welfare clinic, family planning, maternal and child health care services, laboratory services, everything is on ground. He has done a lot. We still want him to do more.
Many of our youth are unemployed, though there's a little you can do to that, but I think there are some small scale business that they can at least put their hand into, but I want him to try that as well, even as he has been trying for women. You know, women, we are Oliver Twist, we always want more, so I will implore him to do more. One cannot get 10% of all the teachers' marks, but I think I will give him 70-75.
I would like to thank the chairman very, very, very much for this program, because this is not the first. I guess this won't be at the last point. He wants them to be independent. He wants them to be a trader, not to be a prostitute. Because if you look at our class, the majority of their women are here, and they do it in batches. This is not the first, and I said it earlier that it's not going to be the last. They are doing it in batches to empower them on different areas of small economic business that they can depend on tomorrow.
They really tried. Yeah, they really tried, because at least they reduced the poverty of the women, because some of us now, after this program, will be able to do one or two things. We'll be able to do it for a business or even teach someone. So they really tried. We love it.
To the glory of God, the chairman of the local government, Honorable Idowu Tijan, has done some programs for the youth development in this local government. And some of the program is to train the youth on vocational training and on agriculture, because there is a time the local government trained the youth, over 200 youths, on agriculture, and to the glory of God, some of those youths are doing fine now on agriculture. Likewise, the vocational training, he trained them and empowered them, and that is the most important thing about training. I want him to improve more by giving more of that JAMB form, because let me use myself as an example. During my time, I didn't benefit in JAMB form. I went to as far as Ikoyi to get my form then to register. But now those kids, they will come to the local government, get registered. Even the online registration will be done for them at the local government here. So, and I want him to do more on that, because education is the pillar for every country that wants to develop.
Yes, he has done excellently well, because we can see what our people are enjoying, and he has really done very well. I must commend him, and I also want to make you understand that we have given him a greater support in an area that we have tried to make sure that his projects are distributed across the wards. So we don't want a situation whereby a particular ward is neglected or left out. So to me, the chairman has done very well.